everyone, thank you so much for coming back to my channel, This Chick Budgets. And for this video, we are going through our December 22nd paycheck right before the new year begins. Let's get started.
Sound Drive.
All right, let's get into it. So this is my December calendar, and we are focusing on the 22nd, where we will get our next paycheck. And this check is a little bit funky because it falls right across where our mortgage is due, which is our highest bill. So I had to kind of finagle our numbers just a little bit and pay bills that are in this period and a few bills from next period to compensate for that mortgage payment coming up. That mortgage payment is $2,078, give or take, and our paycheck is around usually $2,700 to $3,000. So with the ratio not being in our favor, I chose to kind of overlap two pay periods. Here's what I did. On our December 22nd paycheck, our income is projected $3,025. I am going to pay all of the bills that are within that period as scheduled, as well as 4 bills that are in the next period. These 4 bills are going to help free up money during our next pay period, where I will be making our big mortgage payment. So I wanted to make sure that all of the dollars kind of balanced out in between the paychecks and we weren't left with bills unpaid. I do not miss bills, y'all. No bills are ever late. I don't like late bills. So I finagle my numbers to accommodate that. So I will be prepaying 4 bills for next pay period, which will be in January. Anything in yellow is coming from this December 22nd paycheck. So I don't get paid again until January 4th of next year. So this January 5th paycheck is going to include our mortgage, but I still have all of these large bills to pay until we get paid again on the 19th. So I don't want to screw myself, because I know these are all of our credit card payments with a $300 IRS payment, $200 car payment. You know what I mean? The numbers just add up and it exceeds our paycheck. So I will prepay some bills that are in yellow to kind of offset that. So that is how I chose to tackle this last paycheck. So I am paying everything that I should, which leaves me money left over, and I'm prepaying some bills from next pay period to make our budget easier. Now, I was able to take out our normal accommodations for food, date night, miscellaneous, and gas for a total of $750 for that, and it left us with $65. That $65 I chose to fill our sinking funds, leaving us with a balance of $0. I do still have this buffer in our account of $50 just in case any of these are wonky, which I don't think they will be. So this paycheck, we were able to create a zero-based budget. Now, these marked in red are the 4 or 5 changes actually that I will be making for next year. We decided on making a few changes for next year. I am not going to fill and fund sinking funds that are not marked in red. The equipment that just makes sure that our mower that can mow our acreage has diesel and oil changes. Animals and pest, it gets depleted every paycheck. So I just put in exactly what I need. Cash fund, I'm going to take out the minimal amount that an ATM will allow me to take out. So that dropped from $25 to $20. Auto repair. Our cars don't need any maintenance right now. My husband can fix our own vehicles. Everything is pretty much where it should be. I'm only going to fund $5 until further notice. And our 3-month emergency fund. This 3-month emergency fund is not only going to be funded by us, we will be contributing a little bit each month, but also, y'all, our kids owe us money. Our kids owe a lot of money. So any payback is going to get bumped into this 3-month emergency fund. Now, I'm not banking on their payments because they're going to be pretty sporadic. So that is why we are going to contribute to this fund ourselves on an ongoing basis. With any extra repayments that we get from our kids, we're just going to dump into this account. So here is a list of all of our changes. I hope you guys can see that okay. What we want to pay off quickly is our Amazon card, which is like 1, maybe 2 payments away from being completely paid off. Our pest control loan, our mower loan, and our Synchrony credit card. I am hoping that I can make a substantial, if not payoff, on all of these by the end of this year or next year for 2024. Maybe taxes, depending on how our year goes. Right now, the projected payoff is May of 2025. I'm hoping to at least bump that to December of 2024. These are just ambitious goals that we set for ourselves for this year. Can we do it? No idea. But at least we have a starting point and we have goals that we want to accomplish. All of these cards are due to be paid off right around the same time as our taxes. I'm only trying to shave off 5 months so I can get it to 2024. That's all I'm really trying to do, speed up the process. So that is one of the goals that we have made. Strategy changes is these sinking funds that we just discussed are going to be adjusted or eliminated, at least for the time being. They may come back later, they will come back later, just not now. We want to focus on other things, and that is paying off our debt. Our to-do list is kind of what we do every year. I'm going to, every year, including coming up, get quotes on car insurance. Get quotes on our homeowner's insurance, because those are the 2 things that you can shop for. I'm also going to, once this Amazon credit card is paid off, I'm going to call and ask for a percentage decrease, because now the card is paid off. I've earned that right. Because, as I said, our bills are never late, including our credit card payments. So I'm not worried about this. I just don't know what their policy is until I call them and ask. So that is something that I'm going to be looking into. Also, I am looking for another job, one that makes higher pay. That way I can bring in more income. I also have side income that we are going to focus more on, as well as a couple other things in the works that I'll be adding later. But for right now, I sell chicks or laying hens. I also sell my hatching eggs. I sell seeds that I accumulate from our seed collection from our plants. I also use an app called Fetch Rewards where I scan my receipts. This in turn gives me points, which I turn into gift cards. Those gift cards usually are either Amazon or Lowe's. It works out to our advantage. It just shaves off a little bit. I also use all of our credit card points to put back on our statements. I don't take them as cash. They go right back onto our credit card balances. I also use Swagbucks, but I'm not consistent with this. This basically I use for just Amazon gift cards, and that basically lessens the blow on our credit card. Also, any kid payback money, they do owe us a lot of money. I'm talking maybe $5,000 collectively. Any payments to pay off those balances, I do keep track, y'all, will help pay back our emergency fund. So we are also in January, hopefully, we will be able to empty our storage unit and cancel the renter's insurance, which in turn gives us back $121 a month. That will then use to be an extra payment toward these balances. So those are all of the goals and changes that we will be making for 2024. It's just coming up with a game plan, setting goals for ourselves. Where can we pull from? Where can we add to? What can we change? And we come up with a game plan. So these are all of our game plan ideas for 2024. They may change, they may not, but you got to start somewhere, right? And then this is our budget. So far, this is my first decision for our December 22nd paycheck.